you so much for being here. We're going to talk all things going live, friends. Appreciate everyone joining. Let me know if you have any questions. Come on in. We're going to get to talking and sharing and chatting, friends. Got a couple things on my agenda I want to talk about. So let me know if you have questions. Hello. How are you, friends? Come on in. So we'll get to talking and chatting in a moment. Let's see, and I am going to move this over. Appreciate everybody joining me. Oh, where'd it go? Let's see, I might have closed it. All right, let's start over. Hello, friends. Thank you so much. You guys are seeing me in real time. Set up my screen and get going, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Appreciate everyone joining. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. We're going to talk all things going live. Appreciate everybody coming through. Let me know if you have any questions as we get started. Hello, Michelle. How are you, friend? I see you coming in. Appreciate you being here. And thank you so much for joining the live. Appreciate connecting with you this morning as well. Let's see. Let me check my systems. Make sure I'm all set up here. I was setting stuff up. Good morning, pals. How are you, pals? Aren't you live? Or you were live. You were live. It's like, aren't you live? Are you live still? Let me know if you're live. How's your morning going? Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining. We're going to get started. Your girl just jumped on. And so we're going to get started and talk all things going live. Look at Michelle. She said, hey, welcome, pals. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Let me know where you're from. Say hello in the chat. My moderator, yes, Michelle Crochet, is still with us. And she is in the chat. So feel free to connect with her and ask her all things in terms of YouTube and how to optimize your channel and get things going on this platform. You guys know I co-stream. So I'm going to be on the TikTok side of the house, but feel free to join me there or connect. Doc, before you hit live on TikTok, hit settings, comment settings. I'm going to do it. Thank you for reminding me. Settings. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. You're saying on the live side, not on the 3 lines in the corner. Because I thought that was what you were saying. I was saying wrong. I think that's what I understood just now. Because you're not talking about on this part. You're not talking about that setup. You're talking about on the live screen. Hello, friends. How are you? I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I am a creator network agency on TikTok. We're talking all things live streaming. So let me know if you have questions. I was just talking to one of our friends here. About the live stream. So let me know if you have questions. In the meantime, make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. I think we're like 3 subscribers shy of 600. I'm about to hit 600, you all. So I'm really excited about that. So let me know if you have questions. I appreciate everybody coming in. And so we're going to get to talking in a second. I'm just going to take a quick look. Okay, no, I was saying close because you said I thought you were saying someone else said I just said investigating live. Okay, so you were talking about before you click live, go to the comment settings. So I'm going to click live now. I'm going to click live and then I'm going to go to the comment settings and I'm going to see what we are talking about, if we're talking about the same area. So in my settings, thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody joining. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, my moderator, yes, Michelle, she's here also. So connect with her and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And then this is a professional channel, so keep your comments professional. And when it comes to being 18 years and older, make sure you are 18 years and older, friends. And like I said, go ahead and click subscribe if you are not a subscriber already. Okay, so pals, I'm here. Filtered comments is on. So I probably should turn that off. So let me see. If I turn that off, what will happen? If I turn that off, that's probably it. It says allow comments. I say yes. Show the most sent comments. I say yes. Block keywords. I got some block keywords in here. So there are some words in here, nothing major. And then I think that's it, friend. So I turn filter comments off. I wonder if that's the case. So let me know. And if you're new to my live, go ahead and like the live so I know you are here. And put a comment in so we can also check. Thank you so much. Appreciate the comments, friend. Appreciate you. All right. Thank you so much. Hello. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to talk all things going live in a second when it comes to the live stream. I got a couple topics I'm going to cover today's live. But, okay, pals. I think I'm good. Let me see. So I think I'm good. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with, I don't have any mute rules. Yeah, so I think I'm good. So I'm going to go with it. Welcome to the room, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I'm a TikTok Creator Network agency. Make sure when you come into the live, make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. We're looking to grow the subscription friends here. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, click subscribe. Also click that bell so you know when I go live and when I post content. So I appreciate everyone engaging in the live. So feel free to say hello, how you doing, so I know you're here. And then I treat this as a playlist. So this is where I co-stream. I'm going to be on TikTok in a second. But I treat this as a playlist so you guys can go back. Anything I'm sharing, it will be available for you to go back and watch. And then also you're welcome to join the agency. It's a free program as well. So we'll talk about that as well. I always talk about the agency at some point. And so make sure you are engaging. So we got some friends in the room that's chatting. So feel free to comment. Keep it professional. And if you're 18 years and under, this is not the right channel for you. So you want to make sure you're 18 years and older because you have to be 18 to live stream on TikTok. And so I want to make sure I'm connecting with everybody who is interested in learning how to live stream and really just connecting with your audience. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to actually, this will be interesting. So this might be a part one conversation. I'll probably recap a little bit in the 4 o'clock as well, but there's a couple topics I want to cover. We're going to talk about some things you want to know when it comes to static images, and then we're going to talk about digital marketing because that's come up. Pals, I'm going to use your talk with our friend Coach Marcel. I'm going to use that as a quick intro conversation because there's a couple things that I typically tell people to pay attention to when it comes to thinking about selling something. So we'll talk about that as well. Let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, we are about to go live on TikTok. Like I said, this is going to be mainly a TikTok conversation. And so we are in the month of October. So I appreciate everybody coming through. So we're going to go live on TikTok in a second. Thank you, everybody who's here. I appreciate you. So sorry, Doc. My coworker is talking to me too. Oh, okay. That's okay. We'll see about that whole filter comment. I took my filter off. I turned it off. So we'll see what happens today. If I see filtered comments, we'll see what happens. All right. So hello, everyone. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I'm a creator network agency. We're going to talk all things going live. In the meantime, come on in. Let me know if you have any questions. I tell people if you are nervous, introverted, or shy, we're going to talk all things going live so that you know exactly what to do and how to connect with your audience, your target audience, friends. So we will talk. Okay, back. We will talk intentionally about how you can grow online as a live streamer, and then particularly how you can connect with people on TikTok, okay? So let me know if you are new to my live. Come on in and say hello. Good morning. How are you? Hey, Trisha T. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for coming on in. Appreciate you joining the live. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to get started in a second. Let me turn my stuff on. Good morning. Good morning. How's everything going? How's everything going for you? All right, friends, come on in. I'm going to share out the live. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody coming through. You said good. Are you working? I'm sure you are. Let me put up my board, not my board, my message right now so I can let people know I am live, and I will see who's coming in a second. I didn't see everybody coming in yet. Okay, I'm just gonna send that. All right, how you doing, Natty Nat? How's everything going? Appreciate you. So that's I was talking to my moderator on YouTube. Greetings, how you doing, young inventor? Where are you from? Because you're not in the U.S. Canada region. So where are you located, friend? Um, I'm working. Thank God it's Friday. I know, friend. TGIF. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So it's interesting now that we have more battles that are happening on Fridays. My Fridays seem like my long day for some reason. I'm like, Lord, Friday is the long day now. So, oh, and so I have to get used to Fridays now. Hey, Hala Q, how are you? Cameroon. Oh, really? Well, welcome. Okay. What time of the day is it there? What time? Because it's 10 o'clock here in the U.S. in Orlando, Florida. That's where I'm located. So what time of day is it? Am I your nighttime lineup? Your nighttime television? Good morning, Halaku. How are you? Thank you for joining. You joined. You's like, I'm going to join, but unfortunately, I'm not in your region. How you doing, Dr. Johnson? Welcome, welcome, friend. How's everything going? Okay, okay, it's not that late. Okay, that's not bad. That's midday. That's good. Okay. Well, welcome. And your name is Young Inventor. So what have you invented? So tell us more about what you've invented as well. How's everything going, Dr. Johnson? You are right up the road, kind of, sort of. I guess you got to take the turnpike to get to you. So I would have said I-4, but no, it's not even I-4. You got to take the turnpike. Okay. He said, Doc, do I schedule a one-on-one on school? No, you can just send me a message in here. I like, obviously, I'm always on TikTok. So if you send me a inbox message real quick, and I'll see it and I'll respond back. Now, were you looking for, send me a message and let me know what time of days work for you, because sometimes people are working throughout the day. I am taking an appointment tomorrow, Saturday. So if Saturday works for you, obviously we have to kind of get around the time zone difference, but I was thinking maybe 2 o'clock tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern. I don't know what that means for you. That's probably, is that too early? Let me know if that works. Hopefully it's not too early, unless you have something else going on. Yep, kind of, sort of. You said, yep, kind of, sort of. Oh, my I-4 comment. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I got you, friend. Thank you so much, everybody coming in. I appreciate you all. Yay. Just want to get some advice and see see how you think of my, think how you doing? Gotcha. I'm a smart system that has the ability to track how much a worker is working daily, weekly, and monthly. Oh, nice. Okay, that's awesome. Awesome. Um, how you doing your lives? Okay, gotcha. Good morning. How you doing, Leanne? The report back to the boss, mobily. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I don't know if I like the big brother spying, but hey, we're gonna go with it. Congratulations on that. All right, friend. You said okay. You said report back to the bosses. Okay. That's awesome though. That's great that you have that. Um, Thank you so much. The short stuff. I see you coming in, Sarah. You guys all coming into the live. I appreciate everybody joining. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody joining. I got a couple things I was going to talk about. Sorry for the sentence fragments. I'm wearing long nails. See, that's why I said nail biting. It's something to the nail biting. I love my short nails. Not that you should become a nail biter. But yeah, that's my frustration when I have nails and I'm so used to not having them. When I have them, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. So, but no, I get it, friend. Them long nails, I love it. Just saying hi. Hey, short stuff. How you doing, friend? How's everything going? Sarah, how's everything going for you as well? You said not big brother. No. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for coming on in. Appreciate it. Okay, so a couple things. Let's do this. Thank you all for coming in. Make sure you tap the live, share the live out. We're going to share it out to some of our friends and get to tapping. Um, you said, but I have a U.S. account. Yeah, you know what? When you tried to join, it didn't allow it though. So TikTok knows where you're physically located. They got that whole, um, the VPNs and you name it, the VPN, the IP address, you name it, they know. So it wasn't until I know we have one of our friends that have tried to join, but she lives in Jamaica, and it wasn't until she came back to the U.S. side that she was able to join. So even though it's not that you're physically, because you're not physically in the U.S., they know, they know, they know. So thank you all coming in. I appreciate you all. Yeah, let's like the live, share the live out to our friends. I'm going to share it out to a few more friends as well. And then I have a couple things I was going to talk about. So, Short Stuff, are you still in the room? I don't know if we got, I think you might have left already. So I don't know if we talked, did you take your board down? I wanted to talk about that a little bit, but maybe I'll pop into your live later today because I think you go live Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I'll pop in on her. We've had a couple creators get the static image violation. So I was going to talk about that a little bit more just so that you all know to pay attention to that. So if you're not, if you have an overlay or a board behind you, the AI is picking up that if you are not moving, they say static image. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Okay, hopefully it's gone away. The AI is picking up that, and so we've had a few people. So not a board. The board is fine, but what's not fine is the green screen use and overlay as well. So they want to make sure your image is not static. So you got to be careful with that. So I have a couple creators that use that show digital images. I think there's about 4 of you that are maybe showing how to create digital images, showing some other overlay messages and stuff. And TikTok is not like that. So just be mindful of that. TikTok is not like that. If it's something that's sitting there and maybe you moved or you did something and they just see that static image, so you have to be careful. Hey, the real Miss Bev. The real Miss Bev, I messaged you back from your message. So let me know what violation you got. So let me know what you got because I want to make sure I understood what you were sharing. Also have, hold on one second. Also have a innovation that has production cost to 50%. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. I send it to your inbox. Okay, you send it to my inbox? Okay. Perfect. So I'll take a look at it and see. I wonder, stay with me for a little bit. Let me know if it's the static image conversation I'm about to have. Let me know if it's that, if it's related to that. Because you mentioned the word green screen, and then you said your sticker. So again, TikTok is very particular about static images. And so if you have something on your screen and you step away, yes, it said that. Yeah, that's what it is. So here's the thing. And they're really honing in on this. You gotta have movement in your life. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you. How you doing, Dr. Michelle? Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much, everyone who's joining. Pals, you came in as well. Appreciate your friend. So if you have what's called, I didn't step away. So if you have no movement, okay? So they call it a static image, okay? So when it comes to no movement, so if you are sitting, I would almost venture to say, and I don't know what happened, because I know you have your multi screens on, and so if you're sitting there listening, you're listening to your guests that are talking to you, you're connecting and engaging with them. But if you are the primary focus for the algorithm, they're not paying attention to your guest and their movements. They're paying attention to you. And so if you are sitting there and there's not movement, and you're just kind of sitting there still and you're listening, TikTok says you gotta have movement. They gotta have movement in the live. So I'm going to assume that maybe there was a moment in your live where it wasn't much movement. Because I know sometimes we're just listening intently and the movement's not there. They want to see movement. They even if you're nodding or you're smiling, something. And so I'm not going to say that you were doing it. I don't know how long before you get that message. But again, you got to have movement happening. I popped in on someone's live yesterday that's in the agency, and it just so happened she was sharing a digital image on her screen, and so she helps people understand how to create digital images. And I popped in because I just kind of observed for a second, and then I popped in, and then I was like, ooh, that image has not moved in a minute. It's been at least 30, it's been at least 60 seconds that the image didn't move. And so because of that, I popped in. I said, hey, just make sure you have some movement, whether you take your pen and you go, hey, let me show you guys what I'm having here. Something where it looks like there's some movement, just so that the AI picks that up. So so I would say just take a look at what you're doing in your live. Go back and look at your recording. When that message came up, look at your recording and see what happened. Thank you all coming in. How you doing, Muku Select? Thank you so much for joining. Black Lotus, how are you, friend? Appreciate the stickers popping out. Thank you so much, friends. Yes, it's Friday. Moved up to level 8. Look at you. Congratulations, friend. I see you. Thank you so much. Okay, I was sitting still. Yeah, that's it. You were, yeah, that's it. So it's unfortunately you just gotta, do some shit. You nod a little big. You're like, okay, I see. some little head movement, something. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be like, okay, all right, yes. So the AI can pick it up. Did you get my acceptance check? I think I did. Hold on one second. I thought I checked last night. Let me check. I think I was missing Kenzie, and I need to do that. That's my homework. I was supposed to do that this morning before I came live. Okay, so Kenzie didn't do hers yet. Tenzie, rather. Tenzie's the one I'm missing. But yes, Miss Darlene, I got it. Thank you so much for the Octobers. Appreciate you all with the October love. Thank you all for the shares, the like. Please say yes. Yes. Thank you, Miss Darlene. You're so sweet. You said, please say yes. I usually rock from side to side, and I thought that was the issue, but I guess not. Yeah, the rocket is helping. The rocket was helping. The sitting still, not so much. The rocket was good, so continue to rock it. Okay, all right. Just maybe have a little music playing, so you can like bob to the music while you're listening to them. But yeah, so you gotta make sure you have that movement. Yeah, that is a newer violation that's being thrown out there. TikTok was giving the blues yesterday. Were they? Oh, TikTok, be nice. Be nice, TikTok. Okay, thank you. It said it's for 24 hours. Okay. So let me see. Let me see if it shows up on my end. Violation restrictions is different from violations. No, so I don't see a violation. Violations are usually right at 20. Violations are 24 hours no more. Okay, so it's over 24 hours. That's a violation. Restrictions means that they put you on ice. You are in timeout. You're not suspended. I tell people it's the difference between getting detention in high school and getting suspended in high school. Two different situations. And so, so you got a restriction, and it just, so if I hear you correctly, the restriction is saying that you can't use the stickers. Is that what they said? And over or green screen. So you can still go live, but it's saying that you can't use that feature. Okay, TikTok, it gave me the flash code. It's heart me's. Heart me's, y'all. TikTok said heart me's. 12 heart me's, but it's all good. I appreciate those who came in and already gave it. Thank you so much. Yeah, TikTok is going to try to TikTok me, but that's okay. That's okay, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in, supporting. Thank you so much with the heart me's. You say glad I waited. Y'all know TikTok do me dirty sometimes. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. It's all good though. I appreciate y'all all being here. It said it was suspended. It was suspended from use of those features. Is that what you mean? You can't use those features. Is that so? Let me know what the suspension is. And you know what? When I go look at the message you sent, I'll take a look at it. But it seems like the features is the problem. So, you said I think so. Yeah, yeah. Your live didn't get suspended. You got live access. It's those features. I think they're taking issue with. Now the question is, were you using those features? I'll see what you sent me. I don't I don't remember seeing you have a sticker or anything on your screen, so maybe I'm missing something. TT called itself being nice by making it 12, right? It could have made it more. That's true. TikTok was like, okay, we'll give her 12. You already claimed a heart me. Can I do it again? No, it's just one per day actually. So when I come back at 4 o'clock, if you had already given your heart me here at the 10 o'clock, you can't do it at the 4 o'clock. So it's one for every 24 hours. I think that's how it works. 24 hours. And it was one for the shoppable live too. I got a violation for too. It said, what did it say? What did it say you did? And let me talk about shoppable real quick, because shoppable lives, it's a thing, y'all. I tell you guys, I don't want you guys, it said low engagement. Oh, yeah, they want you to engage with the shoppable live more. They want you probably to pin and post. So you did the one post, but you need to do more. They want you to post a little bit more. So when I do my shoppable lives, I do try to pin a product or two. Depends on when I post it. So when I start the shoppable live. So right now I don't have a shopping live going on. So if I was to turn on the shopping cart, you guys notice I post a product or pin a product. I'll pause for a little bit. I may pin another one. But typically I try to pin at least 2 to 3 throughout that live. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're going to do a shoppable live, you do have to post. And make sure you do have to pin. So you got to pin, talk about some products. Yeah, you do. So keep that in mind. And that's why I said you got to have some of the products. You don't have to have all of them, but you should have a couple of the products that you have in that shopping cart. We have to know what we are doing to do shoppables. Yeah, you gotta, I mean, it is a thing. I don't want y'all to, because you'll say something and they'll be like, nope, can't say that. So you'll get a violation for shop. Seriously, shop is a whole thing. Whether it's the shoppable videos or the shoppable live. So you got to be careful about what you say. Like I said, the health and wellness products, you definitely want to be mindful of how you describe those products. And be careful about you giving your own your own personal use and experience with it, because again, that may not be everyone's experience. So they're very strict about how you say things. Thank you so much, Jasmine. I appreciate you. How you say things. So yeah, I stick to electronics on this page in particular. My other page, I'm a little bit more open to doing health and wellness, but I've been a little passive on the other page lately too. You have to be made of tough stuff for TikTok. Yes, TikTok will, yeah. It will definitely make you second guess everything you've done. So yeah, good morning. How you doing, Tasha? Appreciate you coming in on my backup account. Oh, that's Natty Nat. Thank you all. Appreciate your friend. Yes, you have to be tough skinned. Yes, you do. Good morning. How you doing, Tiny Stiletto? I'm gonna see you today. Appreciate your friend coming through. Thank you all. Had to get my heart me. Appreciate your friends. All right, yeah, we have 2 more to get for that goal, the daily heart me goal. Coach Jesse, how you doing coming in? Chat, we need 2 more heart me's. Okay, be right back. Appreciate your friend. Yes. All right, Tiny Stiletto. Appreciate you coming in. Let me know, are you going live before we meet or maybe after? So I know we're meeting today, and we'll chat a little bit more. Okay, so I think I'm rebranding my old Chapel account as my backup now. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Okay, one more heart me. Oh my gosh, let me charge my. I didn't know my tablet was to charge, you all. Let's see. My YouTube friends, hello. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay, now you're back. All right, so a couple things. Add Pink and Stir. Who is this? Add Pink and Stir. I'm trying to remember whose backup is this. Y'all so funny. Y'all like TikTok is not gonna do Dr. Lisa like that. Hey, Coach Rhonda. Appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you so much. Add Pink and Stir is somebody. I'm trying to think. Who is that? Is that's not an account. Am I making that up? I think we got our daily heart meet. Yay, we did. I'm not sure if I'm making that up. So I thought that was somebody from our group. Okay. All right, friends. So really quickly. So we're gonna talk about a couple things. So you said Lee. Okay, that's who it is. I was like, I remember seeing that. Okay, that's you, Leanne. All right, thank you for coming in, friend. I've seen that somewhere. I think I've seen it in your page. That's what it was. It's like, add Pink and Stir. I love that name. Joanne, how you doing? Thank you so much for flying in, friend. Thank you all. Okay, so you said, oh. And Miss Darlene, she does block accounts she don't know. So you can add Pink and Stir. You can not block that one. you can keep Tasha, aka Natty Nat, out there too. All right. So, all right, friends. Couple things I was going to talk about. We're going to talk about posting content just really quickly. E-Nurse, if you're in the room, I figure anytime you guys ask me questions about your situation, I always want to make sure the group is hearing some of this stuff too, because some of you, I just thought about another question I got to ask. Hold on one second. I'm make myself a note to say something. Sometimes I get to talk and I forget to say something that pop in my head. Yes, recognize that account. Yes, it was a good week of content creation learning. Yes, it was. Okay, so here's what I was going to talk about really quickly, and I'm not going to belabor on it too much. When you're creating content, thank you all for the populace. Thank you so much, Miss Bev. When you're creating content, pay attention to your content too, in the sense of, do you need to turn on the 18 years and older or your content disclosure for your brand? Okay, so TikTok is now doing posting restrictions. If your content is for a more mature audience, where it can't go out to the FYP because ain't everybody can see it and have access to it. You said you can't inbox me. I don't know. Interesting. Well, I have to accept the request. So send me a message. This is now my personal account. This is not the agency account. The agency account is Launch Your Income Agency. But yes, thank you so much for the shares. How you doing? Zaya, thank you so much for being here. So what I will tell you is that if your content is for a more mature audience, 18 years and older, meaning that you're saying something that's maybe adult in nature, or you're saying, or you're doing something that maybe is not approved by, well, I'm thinking of people who might be, who probably is driving or drinking or something like that. You just got to be careful about what you're doing in your live. I'm sorry, on your content page. Maybe it's showing an injury or something like that. Turn on that content, turn on that audience control. E-Nurse, I'm thinking about your question, so I'm making sure I'm sharing it with the masses. Should I be following the agency account? Let me say hello. Yes, please follow. And if you want to create a nickname, a customized name for it, just in case the imposters start acting up, because we do get the impersonators. Let me take this and pin it. This is the official agency account. Okay, so this is the official account. So if we get the impersonators start acting up, you guys know this is the real deal. Can I join Nyla Green? Hello, friend. How are you? Let me say hi to you, friend. Let me see. I can't see it when yes, you can. Let me say something really quickly. I got to do my little questions, and I can do my spiel for the agency too. So stay with me for a second. But you are welcome to join. You said I followed. Appreciate you, friends. Hey, question: how does the ranking work during live? I am D1 20% now. Does that mean anything? It does mean something. However, you won't rank up unless you go live again later in the day and you get to 0%, which is that you moved from 99 to 0. and then you'll rank up. It'll tell you how many fragments you have left to get. You probably have 2 fragments still left to get before you can rank up. So it'll take you through that timeline. So 20% is great. You had a great live this morning. However, it's a 24-hour daily ranking. So as you're leading throughout the day, as you're going throughout the day, you're going live, people are engaging in your live, but realize people who are D1 currently are going live throughout the day. And so that pushes you back down the ranking, okay? Because they're moving up, so you're getting pushed back down. So you want to make sure, if you're going to be strategic about it, you'll probably go live maybe a little later in the evening, 9, 10 o'clock, something like that, and that should guarantee that you will rank up based on the engagement that happens in your live, okay? Okay, you said I need to approve your request. Okay, friend, thank you so much. I'll take a look at it. Cool Beans, I do go live at 9 p.m. There you go. Okay, so you might get it. I've started going live. I started going live, but I'm not sure what a lot of the things mean. Look at you. Okay, Nyla, stay with me. Stay with me. Don't leave me, and we'll talk a little bit. Let me finish my thoughts about posting. So, couple things I wanted to just close the loop on. Posting restriction. If you post content, so as you're thinking about who your content is for, who is your target audience? I will say this: if your live is for an audience that's 18 years and older, and you turn on your content disclosure, okay? Because you're saying, I'm talking to a more mature audience, I'm talking about something that is not for someone who is, under 18, then you want to do that for your content too. Okay, so you want to turn it on depending on what you're posting and talking about. You want to turn on that audience control there, as well as that content disclosure. Okay, because again, TikTok will give a posting restriction if it's not available for it to be sent out to the FYF for you feed. Okay, where anybody can see it. Okay, so just keep that in mind in terms of how you're posting content. So that's going to be important for you to kind of observe kind of the requirements there. Okay, so hey Jennifer, thank you so much. Okay, so when it comes to finding that feature, as you get ready to post content, you're going to go to where you put the description for your page or for your content you're about to post. You see where the hashtags, you can add those hashtags, that whole description part. Scroll all the way down on that page. There's a section that says more. Click that more and you'll see audience control. Okay, and in that same, if you go to that page right before you get to the hashtag, you'll see content disclosure as well. You can turn those 2 things on. So turn on those features. That's when you're posting content the same way you would turn them on for your live stream. All right. Let me know if there's any questions about that. I want to always make sure you guys understand what I'm sharing when I'm talking about your live stream. Thank you so much for the follows. I see you all. Appreciate the support. Hello, how you doing, Kent? Thank you so much for being here. Hey, friends that are coming in, thank you all for coming in. Gracie, how you doing? Sharing out the live and stuff. I appreciate all the support. So so I talked about posting restrictions, so you guys understand, just kind of keep that in mind. I don't want you, hello friend, I don't want you guys to get in trouble with TikTok about your content. And the content, like I said, if your content is for a certain audience, just the way your live stream is, think about your content that way as well. Hello, buddy. How you doing? Oh, look at you guys from Pure Intentions. Thank you so much. Oh, quick update. Pure Intention is doing her battle. I don't know. Did she come in the room? She's doing her battle today at 12 noon. So if you guys get a chance, she is going to be in a box battle. A box battle. And the person's room is, her name is on TikTok. It's Tara. It's part of it. It's Tara with 2 R's. Tarra. It's Tara. So she's going to that page. So I put it in our group chat so you guys know if you want to, if you can get a chance to go by and support her. Yeah, she's doing a box battle. Yep. You said 30 away from goal. Thank you so much. 30 away from goal. What does that mean? Oh, what's that mean, friend? What's 30 away from goal? Hello, friends. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Yes, it's Taurus. Look at you guys. You guys are so sweet. Y'all coming in to support. Thank you so much. Grab your daily heart means. Yes. Y'all so sweet. Thank y'all so much coming in and supporting. I appreciate it. So thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, friend. You said appreciate the loves. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We promote in this agency. Anybody who's doing some big things, we want to support. Okay. Thank you all. Appreciate you all coming through. Okay, so here's what I will say. The next thing I wanted to cover is you said from look at y'all. Y'all done came in for real, for real. Thank you for being in the chat, friends, too. Okay, so I talked about static images. I talked about promote. I'm going to talk really quickly about engagement. So engagement. So as you guys can tell, I see all y'all sharing the live out, putting the comments in. The comments are flowing. I appreciate it. I so that's what this is all about. You want to make sure your room is engaging. People sharing the live out. If people are fan club members, they kind of understand the etiquette and they're connected with one another. So definitely do that. As well as if you are a live host, I know some of us get very caught up in making sure we cover all our topics, okay? Making sure we are sharing all this great knowledge and information we got. But sometimes we do not engage the chat fully. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. I appreciate you. Thank you all for coming in, chatting, and connecting. Appreciate the daily heart me's coming in and the populars. Thank you so much. Okay, so because we're not engaging the chat and people are coming in, thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. My goal is not, you're not seeing it. I have it there. There it is. It's set. I did the April for I'm so bad about keeping up with the chat. Yes. Holla Q, you got to, friend. You got to. So here's what's happening. Thank you from the UK, friend. I appreciate you coming in, Donna. Thank you for that, friend. Here's the deal. If you're not engaging with your chat, thank you all for the support for the October. People leave. And so so because I get to see y'all lives and I get to see it from a holistic approach, and I see some things that's working, some things that's not. A lot of it is what's happening in the chat, how people are feeling connected and engaged. Happy Friday, love it. How are you, friend? Thank you so much, Wet and Fluffy, coming in. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you all for supporting. Look at you guys. Thank you so much for the stickers. And so that's important that you see your chat, that you see people doing that engagement. Because if it's ignored, yes, Clinty, if it's ignored, people will start looking away. So that to me is the secret sauce of being a live host. Because sometimes we wear our instructor hat, we wear our professional hats, and live streaming is actually a balance between engagement and doing that educational, inspirational piece, that entertainment piece. So I tell you, education, entertainment inspires what you're doing, but you got to do the engagement too. That's it. Grab your daily heart, me. Everybody appreciate you. Truly, it's important. Happy Friday, yes. So it's important because you gotta balance that. And I know sometimes it's easy to get caught up in what we want to say and how we want to say it. Thank you for all the engagement, friends. I see the stickers, I see the hearts. And it gets away. Yes, a balance. It has to be that balance. And what's happening is if you go back, and this is what I tell you guys, go back and look at your recordings. Your recordings is telling you what you're doing and what you're not doing. Okay? And so take a look at it. Do that evaluation. Good morning, friends. How you doing, Janine? How you doing, Richard Sunflower? So thank you for the stickers, friends. So if you're not seeing that balance happen, then it's something that, again, you're not cultivating that community. People are not feeling like they're seen and heard. Your audience is really how you are thinking very strategically about your growth strategy. Okay? Because you can't grow as a live host if you ain't got nobody in your room. If you don't have an engagement. You might sound great. You might have a great background and interesting topic. But people need to feel that connection. Like they feel like you see what they're doing, the efforts they're making, the questions they're asking. And you're helping them along the way. So that's going to be important that you do that, okay? Send some kindness. There we go. Joy, you're so sweet. Thank you for the stickers, everybody. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate it. So if you're not doing that enough in your talking points, or at least setting the expectations, Okay, so there's time. So my friend Nala, I have to circle back and talk about the agency because I'm gonna let her know how to get in. But again, recognize that that's something you need to say. You can say, hey guys, let me say this point. I'm gonna come back to the chat and I'll talk to you in a second. I'm gonna catch up on comments. You can say that, but you gotta say it. You gotta let people know that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Coach Jesse said, doing much better with that. Yes, yes. You're doing much better with it. Yes, launch your income. And then Nika Grace, hey Nika Grace. Leanne is battling tonight, her first one. We're gonna talk about the battles in a second because we got so many battles happening today, and I'm so excited for you all. Um, I will really work on this. Yeah, that's the work for this week. Yes, chat interaction is important. It's important. So I'm noting people are seeing their chat leave. People are leaving. I'm like, ooh, we can't have that. Battle Central tonight. Yes, it is. We got Pure Intentions is kicking it off this noon, and then we got our evening waves of battles. So there's multiple battles happening. So we'll talk through that as well. Um, Nyla, yes, I want to understand the battles and how to do to do them. Okay, Nyla. So here's what I'm gonna say, friend. Let me talk really quickly about the agency. Give me 30 seconds. Let me read a couple more comments. I had someone say in my live that a cook that actually speaks. Ooh, I love that. Because you do go in the chat. You are cooking, you are moving, friend. I love your flow. You're doing really well. We just got to get the people to interact more. So I need them to flow more. But it's improved. I will say that. The times I've been in your live, it ain't just us talking. We now see other people chiming in. So that's a good thing. What are the battles about? Never understood it. Julie, I got your friend. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell you all about it. I had someone tell me that felt seen and heard in my life. That's it. That's important. That's it. People gotta feel seen and heard. So like I said, I know. I'm gonna tell you right now. My former life, I taught courses, and it's different from teaching and being a lecturer than being a live stream host. It's different. I'm just gonna say that. It has to feel different because people need to feel that connection. Grab your daily heart me, everyone. Thank you so much. Are you talking about Trisha when she stops and story tells in the end of that chats? Yes, yes. Trisha, yeah, I was talking about Trisha T. Trisha T, I love her flow. And then I think you gave a great suggestion, Nika, yesterday about her storytelling in the beginning and maybe infusing that maybe throughout the live a little bit. So that was a great suggestion so people can kind of have that moment with her. That's good. They want to know her. Yeah, they want to know her. They want to know her. And they want to, I mean, it's beautiful. She has a beautiful story in terms of her journey and her mother's legacy, So just being able to convey that to your audience, they want to hear that. And I got the impression, and it's for you, Trisha, I got the impression that a lot of your audience is from Jamaica. Is that not what you're sensing? Because I'm thinking about the questions people ask and people talk about the food and they reminisce with you. So I wonder if that's the case. Like a lot of your audience is Jamaican and they're resonating with what you're saying, what you're doing. Yes. So I think that's important for them to hear that story with your mom and her bringing her family, her kids to America and stuff. That's important. Name change coming soon. Look at your friend. Yes, yes. Some ones asking questions. Are those ones are asking questions? Yes. Yep, they're asking a question. So that's good. Okay, really quickly, let me get to Julie and Nala question. So Nala and Julie, both of y'all. So we talked about battling. Let me talk about battling real quick. So battles are these competitions. So Pure Intentions is doing something hers is a little different. I'm going to talk about the differences in a second, but it's a competition essentially. Is that Trisha, the model from Jamaica? The model, here's Trisha T. I'm going to pin her comment when she said yes. Willow, this is Trisha T. Trisha T is in the agency. Now, is she a model? She is a model. She probably was like, a cooking model? She's a model. So, but no, I think you might be talking about somebody else, but she does cook. Okay, so battling are these quick competitions that happen. So essentially, you say, Natty, Nat, you're a model. So she might be a model. We don't know what other hats she wear. Okay, you said different Trisha. No, she's our model. She's our cooking model. She's special to us. They talking about they need her autograph. I love it. Okay, so um, you said I'm going to start calling myself a podcast model. She models place. Her dishes are models. Okay, battling. Let me get back to battling. Okay, so battling. The official name is called Match. Okay, I will say that. That is the TikTok official name. Now, was battling something that was done, that terminology used previously? Probably so. But TikTok has returned it to Match. So when it comes to matches, TikTok is essentially saying you're going to compete in the traditional ways that you have one live host that you're competing against and another one. You are essentially clicking the co-host button. That person's in their room, just like I'm in my room, and another person comes in their split screen and they're in their room. You could do three ways and four ways, so it could be four people on the screen, it could be three people on the screen. That is the traditional co-hosting format. And so what happens in the battle is that it's a 5 minute clock that's ticking. 5 minutes. And in that 5 minutes, you're competing with the other person or persons for the most points. That's what it is. It's a points. So then you're gonna say, how do you get points? Points come because your audience, your viewers are engaging. They're engaging based on tapping the screen, sharing a live, commenting, and gifting. In those 5 minutes, people gift at the highest rate that they've ever gifted on the platform. So people gift quite a bit during this time frame. So the person, and you get points for that engagement, and whoever has the most points wins. There's also some gameplay and strategy that's also involved. Kinley, thank you so much, everybody coming in. Tribal Queen, appreciate you. Kinley, thank you so much. I saw you saying you're about to leave. Appreciate everybody in here. Thank you so much. Okay, so in that time frame, people are competing. Hello, Kim Love Jones. And you're getting the most points, and whoever has the most points wins. So when you think about the strategy a little bit, essentially your team who wins, you get what's called power ups. Thank you so much, Fred. You get what's called power ups, and your individual people who were in your top 1, 2, 3 spots, they get these power ups so that they can come back for the next battle, and it expires in 5 days, and they can support you again. Okay, so there's some strategy in there. Can I come up to ask? Sure. Give me 1 second. How to cue? Give me 1 second. Let me finish battles, and I'll have you come up, friend. And so with the two competition, with that particular competition, whoever gets the most points wins. Now, what Pure Intentions is doing today, she's doing something a little different. She's doing what's called a box battle, which is a little different, because essentially what she's doing is there's somebody else whose room she's in, and that person will have their boxes, their guest panels activated, and she'll have up to 8 people join. And in those people joining the boxes, they're competing for the most points. Okay, so her guests are actually competing. Pure Intentions is going to be a guest in that room, and so she's going to be competing for the next most points. And so that's part of what's happening. So it's a little different because the host is still hosting her room, and she's having her guests compete. Okay, and I think in those battles it's like process of elimination. Like, they have a couple different rounds, and in each round, people who get the most points and gifts. I don't know exactly what she's going to do, if there's going to be some other stuff that she's asking them to do, but whoever gets the most points will win ultimately after each round. Dot, may I please come up and ask a quick question about battle strategy and scheduling? Sure. I'm going to have you come up right now, Hollycute. Kim Love Jones knows how to know, wants to know how to know who she's battling. I will send that out, Kim, after this live. I'm going to send it out. I was waiting for one more person to accept. I'm actually looking for that last person to accept, because it'll be an odd number if we don't have them. So I'm going to see if I can get that last person to accept before I place you guys. But you'll know by noonish. So let me I'll do that once I come down. Holly Q, let me have you come up real quick. And then Nala, let me know if you're still in the room. I want to talk about the agency for you, friend. Hey.
Good morning, Doc. Thank you for letting me come up really quick. These nails are like, I can't type. Like, I've been sending all these sentence fragments. So, Doc, I was thinking I like battling and I want to battle. I keep watching everybody's battles so I can learn more. But I feel like it would make sense for me to battle once, maybe twice a month and do my best, like, in my content creation planning and my captions, like in my stories, like, I just want to build up to people, like, to showing up for it. And I'm wondering, but do you feel like it's better for us to be battling regularly, like once a week, like like once a week, as opposed to like building up to like one or two big battles or big matches a month?
So there's a couple different strategies you want to pay attention to. Really, when it comes to battling, like for like strategically, battling to win strategically means that you create a small little team, a team of people. I shouldn't say small, but a team of people who are going to support your battle through power up. So there's a strategy at play. And you're supporting them and they're supporting you. And you guys are going around and helping each other to get power ups and you're helping each other win.
All right, so you need to be battling more regularly.
You would be battling more regularly if you really want to be part of, make that part of your strategy, your monetization strategy, your growth strategy. You really are going to battle a little bit more frequently. So, and when I say more frequently, because people get power ups and they expire in 5 days, and ideally the people who have power ups for you, you would have power ups for them because you would go and support them and they would support you. So it's reciprocated in that way. So if you're really doing it, you are doing it. And that's why you see a lot of people who do it because that's what there's a bigger strategy at play. Um, so that's one thing. And there are people who do it and do well and they have a strong community. I'll say this, Pure Intention, I don't think she's in a room, but she has a community that she's growing and her community will come and support her. And then in turn, she's a supporter as well. So she's supporting other people too. So she does have the makings of being a strong potential battler if she wanted to do that as part of her live journey. Um, so power ups are different gameplay. What is the best word? Tactics, gameplay strategy that you can use. The glove, the mister, the boosting lightning booster and stuff like that. The hammer. So there's some things that you get that are features in school. There's a battle folder that explains each of those features, so you can kind of know a little bit more about power ups. So if you were gonna do it, you could do it. We do it weekly. Honestly, you should be doing it at least twice a week. Technically, if you really wanted to make that part of your strategy, because like I said, the power ups expire on in 5 days. So if you got a power up on a Friday, you probably might want to battle again on Tuesday and then battle on Friday. So Fridays and Tuesdays might be your cycle, and so you do battles that way, and then you're working with your community to also the people who are getting those power-ups, making sure you're supporting them. So y'all might have a system where you're like, hey, we're going to do our power-ups and then we're going to battle on Friday, and then you keep doing that on rotation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. I just wanted to know, so I could fit it into the planning schedule
Okay.
and all of that. So,
Okay.
all right. Thank you so much, Doc. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.
All right, and then Coach Jesse, I think you wanted to come up real quick as well. You're gonna, I want to make sure you share a little bit about the assignments that's happening for the Friends and Learn. Let me come back. Coach Jesse, I hope you were ready. I apologize, friend. I should have given you a little bit more warning.
Hello, good morning.
Hey, hey.
Hey. Okay, so I finalized pretty much the lineup for tonight. Actually, I just messaged E-Nurse just so she know that I confirmed her time tonight because I was just waiting for to make sure that it lined up with Leanne. So she and Leanne is going to battling together at 8 Central. I'm sorry, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. So they are right before Janine and Natty Nat. Janine and Natty Nat is at 8:15 or so because I told Janine to just start her room already because she's already going live at 8. So start getting everybody rounding up to prepare. So while she's doing that, we'll be doing the the one with Leanne and E-Nurse. I did change the message that I put in school to put the details on what people need to do to prepare. So I put like I think it's like the 4 steps with making sure that your 18 and over is off, making sure that you go live at least 15 minutes before, making sure you stay on for a total of 25 minutes or more, as well as making sure you at least get 5 new followers. So I put those notes in there so that while you are, once I confirmed, what I did was I just told them, hey, Craig, this is who you're battling. Now, please make sure we read the instructions that's in just in case they didn't scroll down, because I put everything in there. So the only person that is still a question mark is short stuff. Oh my God, please tell me I'm saying her
Oh,
name right.
she was here earlier too. Okay, I wish I knew that. Okay.
Because that's
So
the one I told you she's going to
yeah, I
do
sent her
that.
that message. I should have said that. Oh, I didn't say it. You're right. I sent her the message though in
Those are
school.
off your schedule, right?
I didn't put her on my schedule. Yeah.
Okay, and so
And I
can you
sent
give
her a
me that
message in school
email?
saying I couldn't add her because of the time.
Okay, so I didn't message her because I knew you were gonna message her. So right now she don't have anything because I don't have. First of all, I didn't have anyone with her because she's the only one. She has a 10, so I was like, I'll do it with her. But once I knew she wasn't gonna be able to do it with you. I didn't send anything until I would hear back from you. So what I'll do, I'll go back in school because I didn't respond back to her at all yet.
Okay.
So I'll go back in school and message her and let her know that if she still wants to do the Friends and Learn, she could still do a battle. She just would need to do the Friends and Learn battle. And she can do it if that 10 o'clock Central Time works for her. She would have to wait. I'm sorry, Eastern Time works for her. She would have to wait until I battle the 9 o'clock battles are done
Okay.
because
So, and
that's
there's
the
one person who hasn't accepted in the 9 o'clock, so she might be a person. She's a newbie anyway. So honestly, she should have been in the Friends and Learn. So she's a newbie, and so maybe she can jump onto the thing with short stuff too and learn with her. So she hasn't
okay.
accepted
So
my
you're not
group
gonna
thing
let
yet.
her battle with yours, the
Say
new
that.
person.
Say that again.
You're not gonna have them do your battle.
If she doesn't accept in the next hour, I'm not gonna be able to add her. Um,
Because remember, the reason why you were going to do short stuff is because she's the new. So maybe
no, short stuff's done it before.
oh,
I
okay.
couldn't put her in there because she wanted to go after 9 because the group
The friends
that
and learn.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um.
technically, let me message short stuff in here. Let me message her because technically, if she wanted to do my 9 o'clock, she could, and maybe the new person doesn't. She does Friends and Learn. So let's come off
It's
this
nine.
and we'll
It's
chat.
9 Eastern, right, John?
Yes, 9 Eastern. Let's chat offline. Let's chat offline so that way we don't have to spend the whole live trying to hash this out
Okay.
without talking to either one of them.
That question mark. So everyone. So as we are right now, we are 8 Eastern, 7 Central.
Okay.
We have Nurse in Leanne, and then 8:15, 7:15, which is 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern. We have Natty Nat and Janine. So those are the two confirmed battles.
Perfect.
Oh, of course, it was at the 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and at 9 o'clock, I'll tell you who's battling or who's confirmed. And honestly, like I said, I'm waiting on this one person because I have an odd number if I don't get her. So if there's anybody who's last minute that's battled already, you're welcome to jump on really quickly. But you have to move quickly. But the people who are confirmed, let me pull it up real quick. Coach Jesse, Kim Love Jones, Miss K Latte, Miss Batson, Dr. Trish, I am Yolanda, and Miss Darlene. So those are the numbers I have right now, and I'm waiting one person to confirm. So if you did want to jump on, you would have to tell me like now. Are the 9 p.m. matches yet? I have not matched you yet because I was waiting for the last person to confirm. So you will get that after this live. Okay? So you guys will get a notification like you did last time after this live. And I think there's about 5 of you in the room right now. So just know it's coming. Do you need to confirm for your one-on-one with Natty? Natty is asking, does she need to confirm with Janine? I'm gonna say the answer is no.
Right, you talking to me? Oh,
Yeah, so
to you. I'm like, oh, 99. Actually, I messaged both of you, so in school, so y'all should be both ready to go. Y'all both are confirmed for 8:15, 7:15, 8:15. 99. What I would say is just because you're not which I believe I did say that in your message. Since you're not the one that's going live already, like Janine is, just go live at 8 o'clock too. And just at 8:15 is when you two will kind of connect. Since y'all doing it together, and if you guys don't see all of us in the room because we have a match before yours, we have the because sometimes it runs a couple of minutes because people are trying to figure it out and the buttons and all that. Just because I'm not the one doing it with them, they're doing it too. You have like literally two newbies together, kind of. So we'll be walking through it in the chat. So it might take a couple minutes behind. So just know that if you don't see us all, especially if you don't see me, you don't see Doc in the room, and with Janine and that, don't start it yet because you want to make sure we finished at least the first one so we could come and support you guys.
okay. And so really quickly, the rule of thumb is always start your live at least 15 to 20 minutes earlier before battling
Yes.
because you're
And
warming up
read
your
the
room. So that's the rule of thumb. Always do that.
yes, read the notes. I do have the four notes to make sure that happens before the battle, and of course after the overall with the 5 followers, the all of that's in that message. Just scroll down a little bit.
Okay. All right, friends.
All right.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you. I'll message you, Coach Jesse, because like I said, I probably do have that. If there's nobody who's going to jump in, I'll have to have an odd number, so we'll figure it out. Okay?
Okay.
All right, then. Bye-bye.
So we got 4 newbies tonight. Look, we got 4 newbies tonight. You're back to back, y'all. Okay, it's gonna be fun, fantastic Friday. Like
Yes.
always.
Always.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right, friends. Is that for everyone? Miss Darlene, that is for everyone. Everybody. If you ever battle, if you are hosting your room, before you battle, you should always warm up your room and have people in the room first. So your viewers are there to support and you can talk through your battle strategy. If people got power ups for you, you can be like, hey, I need you to throw that glove out at this time. I need you to do this. So you're talking through it. And yeah, and if you don't have power ups, maybe you do a quick battle to get power ups. So I talked about battles a second ago with Halaku. And Nika, you did make a good point in the comments to say, can you pick who you battle? Ooh, let me talk about that now for a second. Give me 1 second. So you want to you may end up battling more frequently. I think Halaku asked the question about how many times you battle, and what I was sharing was days. I didn't say how many times in each of those days because there is probably a strategy where if you battled on a Friday and you got you needed power ups before you did your scheduled official battle, you might do a quick random or do an easy win where you can have your community get power ups, or you work together to get power ups for your battle, and maybe do an exchange where you work to get power ups for your friend's battle. So you guys kind of work together. With that, fast forward, The next week, those power ups end in 5 days, so you got to battle again because they expire. And so that's when you're probably battling more frequently in a week's time in a 7 day period. But just kind of keep that in mind. It's about making sure you have the power ups to also hopefully win the battle. What if I want to battle every day? You could absolutely battle every day. Here's the problem with that though. You gotta have a community of supporters because battling means that you have people who are going to tap the screen, gift, do some of the other things that's going to help you win, such as getting the power ups and stuff. So, yeah, you can battle, but you may or may not win. But you can't use the glove in any other battle except you. The person who got the glove for you can't use it for anyone but you. Yeah, gift primarily. Yeah, gifting is the key. You gotta have gifters. Yeah, and really, if you get to the point where you're really being strategic, your gifters are at different levels in terms of what type of gifts they can give and how what level of engagement they're at too. So all that matters too. So you want to make sure you have a variety of people that's able to gift and connect with and you know support your life, support your battle. It was another question. Muku, if you're still in the room, I think you asked a question about can you join the battle. I was asking, were you trying to be a battler or a viewer? And I think you asked that question too, Nala. Like, you can do randoms. Like, I can click the co-host button, and somebody might try to join my live in a few minutes and request to join. If they do, I can accept that. And 9 times out of 10, that person is asking to battle. That's why they did it. And you can actually go out and find random battles. Like, just click the random person to connect with and do that. Oh, you said snipers. Yeah, you need the snipers. That's true. That's part of the strategy. That's what Nika's talking about. That's why you need gifting at different levels so people can do a high level gift and snipe. I'm interested in teaming up to engage in battles. Message me interested. Let's team up. So see, this is the person right here, Yolanda. She trying to build her battle team. I want us to get to that point. We're not quite there yet, but I want us to get to that. La Fala, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, yeah. We are close. Yolanda, I think we're there. Like, you're there because you battle, because she is a battler. Yolanda will do different campaigns, and a lot of the campaigns require that you do battles. So that's a big one too. So keep that in mind as you participate in campaigns. They may even create an official battle for you. It's a fun game and you get paid. I mean, yes. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. And the monetization, depending on how your room is, you will get a nice little bump for the week. I like battling. Supporters are low, so I'm an easy win. You said you're an easy win. We're going to get you better. You're building your team, friend. You are building. Flourish, your room is growing too. Working on my avatar. Look at there. Queen, Travel Queen, love it. So you are building your community up. You got more new follows and friends coming through. So it'll get better. You said it's a start. It is. It's a start. Yeah. Okay. Nala, let me talk about agency real quick, and then we can chime in some more about battling. As thank you, you're welcome. And we can talk some more about battling. We can talk some more about engagement. I told you guys earlier. So for some of you who came in the room, I was just chatting about making sure you, as a live host, I want you guys to start looking at your recording, especially people in the agency, because some of us are notorious, for lack of a better word, for not doing as much engagement in the chat. We're sharing our information, we're lecturing, we're connecting with our community. I mean, we're connecting with our content and not our community. Okay, so we kind of put on that lecturer hat, and or we're sharing this great knowledge and information, but our chat is doing stuff. Our community and viewers are connecting. So you want to balance that. And if you're somebody where you are talking, but you're not chatting and with the chat, then you gotta balance that. You gotta balance it. So spend that time looking at your live recording, making sure you are making that eye contact, connecting with your audience, engaging with them. People will leave and not come back after a while. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. People will not come back. People will leave your room. They will keep swiping. So you want to make sure you're doing that connection with folks, okay? Nala, let's talk about agency real quick. So if you click my photo here, my mini profile will pop up. If you click my photo again, you'll go straight to my profile. When you go to my profile, you'll see where the agency, Launch Your Income Agency is there, and then they also have the link to the agency also in my bio. And so if you click, go to that, you will be able to apply to join. So I'm going to talk about the application process, okay? Because it's a real quick submit and I get a notification. But TikTok does not approve you to join if you're already with a creator network. Okay. So if I heard you correctly, you have gone live, but you're trying to figure out now what you're doing. Because if you haven't gone live, TikTok is going to say you have to do a trial live. And what I'm telling people to do is before you join, do a couple lives, maybe get live access. So maybe do that first 3 lives and get live access and then come back and apply. So that way we bypass that. You got to do the trial live stuff. I want to make sure you are actually going live so I can approve you really quickly. So that's the first thing. The other thing is, like I said, if you're with an agency already, you cannot join. If you have multiple accounts and this is not the primary and the other account has made more diamonds, TikTok will say you can't join because they will say the other account is really the one that should be joining as the one that has made the most diamonds. TikTok will also say if you're not in the U.S. or Canada, I think, um, I think Travel Queen, you're saying that you might be in Canada, the UK. So I only can accept people in the U.S. and Canada. With people in the UK, I'm in the UK. Yeah. I'm not in the UK. I'm not approved to be in the UK. I'm approved for the US and Canada only, friend. But I don't know other agencies. I probably should start. I don't know. I'm careful about recommending other agencies because I don't know all the details of what they offer because every agency does things differently. But essentially, I got live access, but not sure what it was. So okay, so now I need you to go live. So you've never clicked the go live button. I want you to go live. I'm in the UK. No, I'm so sad. Oh, that's okay, friend. You can learn. I'm not supposed to, unless you with an agency. I'm not supposed to coach or poach. But you are welcome to learn if you have questions. You go live daily on Live Studio. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you are a live host, friend. I'm still following support and stay in contact and learn. There we go, friend. Okay, knowledge. So you do have live access. You just haven't gone live yet. If I understood correctly, you're like, how do I go live? Do you have that question? Um, Let me know if that's what you're asking. And then let me catch up. I might have missed a comment. Yolanda, you said we can do a silent battle. First to 500 can speak. Oh, I like that. Let me pin that. That's cute. That's a cute battle. That's a cute spin on it. I love that. So I like that. That's a cute one. Um, I have gone live. Okay, have you gone live recently? That's the next question. Like, when was the last time you gone live? Hey, Lisa. Um, but not on laptop. But that's not on my, but not on my laptop. Um, just on your phone. The phone is what I'm using. So laptop, you don't have to be on your laptop. That's Live Studio. So no, you don't have to be on your laptop. Yes, today. Okay. Okay. So if you click the link in the bio, you'll be able to get to the application. Let me talk about the agency a little bit more because from an agency perspective, you want to make sure you're picking an agency that you're looking for. I do a weekly meeting on Sunday at 6:30 where we talk about live streaming and I give some tips and updates and stuff. So I do that as training. My agency is about building your confidence, growing your community, and monetizing. So we talk about different ways you can monetize on the app. This is a great community of supporters, as you can tell already in the room. This community is awesome. So you want to pay attention to getting with a community that's going to help you grow and build. How you doing, the voice guru? Thank you so much, Tribal Queen. I appreciate the gift. Um, and so I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I also will, I have a school platform that we have content over there in. And then we have group chats here on TikTok where you can post your content, post your live and share that with the community, and people will pop in and support. So just know, this is a great community of folks that are willing to learn and they're trying to grow, and we are doing it. So it's been awesome. Thank you for the shares and our repost, friend. Um, hello. And so when it comes to the agency, I tell people I don't have requirements. I have strong encouragements. However, my only thing is you got to go live. That's the whole point of agency, or create a network agency, is that is supporting you with your live journey and helping you grow as a live host. And so you got to go live. So I say now you should have live access before you apply. So that's the one thing. And if you don't have live access, then I would say go ahead, make sure you've done those first 3 lives to get live access, get going, and then come back and apply. Okay? I'm thinking about doing the game. You can't say yes or no. So I'm game. I'm a game streamer. What's that for? The battle? I talk about history and culture. Oh, okay. I love that. All right. So let me know if you clicked apply. I will check in the system. I think I have to check for somebody who applied too. And then we'll go from there. Okay. So let me know if you I don't see it in the system, so I see somebody else I have to check for. All right, friends. All right, so let me know if you guys are still here. Drop a heart for me. We're going to talk about one other thing. So we talked about engagement in the live. We talked about posting restrictions, and we talked about those static images. So those are the 3 things that we talked about today. Thank you so much for dropping those hearts. I appreciate you, friends. And so we talked about those 3 things that's in the system. Okay, I'm sorry, today so far for the live. So posting restrictions, when you see that, turn on your audience control, turn on your age, your audience control for 18 years and older, and your content disclosure. So those are things you want to do. Thank you for the bros, Rebecca. And then when it comes to your static images, make sure your movement, there's movement in your live, you're smiling, you're talking, hand gestures. Pay attention to if you have the panel boxes up. Panel boxes mean that you have the guest feature turned on and you have boxes. Okay? That means guests can come up. Thank you so much for those guests, friend. That means that your guests can come up and you might be listening to them. Like when I was talking to Coach Jesse, I was listening, but I would nod, I would lean forward, I wouldn't put comments in. I was engaging in the chat still, but you saw movement. I wasn't a mannequin. I was like, you can't do that. TikTok will say, hey, there's no movement. So you got to make sure you're not a static image. So there has to be movement. Maybe you're nodding. Maybe you're smiling like, okay. Oh, really? Yeah. All right. So you're moving. So there has to be movement in that live, okay? Even if your other people are talking. How do you turn on shop? Do we just push the back before we go live? You could do it before you go live, or you could do it before you go live, or you could do it as you're in your live. Like I can click my shopping bag now and turn it on. So you can do it before on the settings screen. Click the business features. Shop bag is there, or you can do it here while you're in your live. You can turn it on. So it's either or. 4 o'clock, I'll talk a little bit about shop. Maybe I'll even turn it on because I've been doing that kind of as my process. We'll see. I'll see if I turn it on. But I could talk about it more because I don't want you guys to get restrictions by turning it on and not engaging with it. You got to do a little bit of something, okay? Trying it today. Okay, so want to make sure you do something. Let me know if you have questions, more questions. Let me know, Ms. Darlene. I don't want you to get in trouble with TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop, let me say this real quick. TikTok Shop is a different violation than TikTok Live. Okay, your live host, right? I will talk about it. Okay, gotcha. Make sure you pin and unpin. Okay, it's a different violation. That's the TikTok Shop violation. I don't see that as a creator manager. So if you ever get in trouble with TikTok Shop, I don't see that. I will never see that. Look at the fire. Thank you so much. Fire beacon. That's a good one. Oh, that was cute. I hadn't seen that one. So, yeah. So, So make sure you understand that and you check your TikTok shop side to make sure you're not in trouble with TikTok shop, okay? So, matter of fact, I should check mine just to make sure I'm not in trouble. So, but you will get a violation for them. I wanted to see it. That was cute. All right, so I'll talk about TikTok shop a little later so you guys can kind of get the gist there. And then when it comes to what else did I say? Static images. And then I said the engagement was the other thing. And then we talked about battles. So I'm planning to do a shoppable live today as well. Are you? Okay. So are you guys good? Let me know. Do I need to do a quick overview of TikTok shop? I'm not going to turn on the shopping bag, but essentially you will click your shopping bag. You could do it while you're in the live or you could do it before the live. Turn it on and you're adding products from your showcase. Ideally, it's a product that you may have available, like on my little clip-on light I have right here. So you're gonna be able to show it. Whatever you pin, you gotta show. I love the dance and the air dance. That's cute. Um, whatever you pin, you gotta show it. Okay. So just make sure you show that product. You pin it, you talk about it, and then you unpin it. That was too short. It should have been longer. He should have, he should have been like swaying. It was too short. So yeah, definitely pin it, unpin it. Make sure you have that going live on a new set today, you all. Ooh, please drop in and let me know what you all think. Ooh, I like. What's the new set? You're not doing a podcast room no more? Or did you? I'm curious. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back and see it. So yes. So let me know if you have questions. Miss Darlene, Yolanda. Okay, you should be fine. Try to add about 10 products to your cart. That'll give you a little bit more boost. People come in, they won't stay, but they will be coming in and out throughout your live. So you want to try to pin products. Try to get in the habit of pinning products maybe every 5 to 10 minutes, or 10 to 20 minutes of your live. So there is some more frequency of you pinning. Wanted to switch it up a bit. Okay, love it, love it. Can't wait to see, friend. Maybe I won't try today. I'll wait. You're nervous? You're nervous? I don't mean to make you nervous. It is a thing, but I don't want you to be nervous that you can't do it. I'm going to be outdoors today, so not today. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, that's probably better if you're gonna be outdoors. Yeah, because you don't wanna interfere with the products that are shown. So I agree. Yeah, depending on what's gonna be displayed and shown. Yeah, yeah, it's best not to turn on the cart. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I would agree with that. So yeah, just be mindful of what else is showing. If you got other products or other things that you're sharing with folks, don't mess with TikTok Shop. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, you don't want to have a conflict of interest and stuff. Is it the higher price item that get more of a boost? TikTok Shop actually has it where I love your outdoor lives. I do too. I think they're super cute. Let me show something. Let me see. Oh, it's gonna make me do it. I don't want to add products. Um, Let me add. I'm gonna turn it on real quick and I'm gonna turn it off just so that you guys can see it. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. I'm gonna screenshot this so I didn't have to turn it on. So here's what I see. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Okay. So, can you see this line right here? So it says add products as this whole global unlock thing. It tells me I have a product set. Remember I told you guys I made some products, a product set. So I think this says something about beginner electronics. This line here is on my screen. Now, hopefully you all have this line too. When I was talking to Real Miss Bev, she made it sound like she didn't see this line. But this was the line I was talking about. It's this header line. If you notice, it says all my products listed, all my traffic drivers, my hot sellers, as well as my my trendsetters. So TikTok has these three categories. And actually what it will say when you start adding products, it says make sure you're adding products from all three categories. No, that was not on mine. Oh, you're still in the room. Perfect. So you never saw this line. This is the line I was referring to. So for me, I don't know if it's I don't know if I'm special. I don't think so, but essentially it has these categories. Because it has these categories, it it will drive traffic. This traffic drivers, I didn't click it. It will show products that are going to be traffic boosters. And so I think my clip on light was in there as a product. What else was there? I think my tapper was too. It's about four products there, at least yesterday. I didn't click it just now to see what's listed, but it'll say what are the products that are traffic drivers. So the real Miss Bev, when you went in there, this header wasn't there at all, so it just went straight into the products. Let me know if you saw this header, if it was any type of header there. Did it just so it just went straight into your list of products? Okay. Let me know, guys, if there's anybody else who sees this header when you go into your live. It'll be interesting because this could be helpful in terms of how you think about your products and how they're performing. Yes, it went straight to the products. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so these headers are here for me. It'll say what are products that are trending. And so I'm going to look for it today when I go live. Okay, perfect. So when I start with my light, I told you, it says the traffic driver. And I think it was a hot seller also. I think it hit two of those categories. I don't think it was a trendsetter, but it was two of those categories. So I said, well, let me start with the light. Since it's already there and it's easy for me to show the light because I can show, how the light brightens the room and all that stuff. So, you can see it in terms of it being a great visual. But I was also picking it because it hit these categories here. And so when I usually turn on my card, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to do it right now because I know I'm about to get off. But when I turn on my card, it'll drive the numbers up because people are coming in because of those high traffic driving numbers. It goes up and then it comes back down. And then throughout the live, you'll see people coming in and out. So you want to pin a few products, rotate pinning. So TikTok knows that you are showing the products. I'm looking at those urns. You said what? You said the urns. I'm looking at those urns. What's there? What I have in there? What you mean? You talking about how much you can earn from each of those products? Yeah, some of them are okay. Some of them are better than others. Yeah, some of them are better than others. But not, yeah, depends on what you have posted. Okay, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. The Octobers. Appreciate you. All right, appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much. But yeah, so let me know. Thank you for that. I appreciate you, Miss Bev. Thank you so much. Let me know if there's any other questions about that because I actually need to jump off so I can work on this whole the battle stuff and then assign the battles, and then we know Pure Intentions. I'm gonna pop in on her battle as well. So I'll pop in on that one and then share out the information for you guys later. Okay. So any final questions before I pop off? And let me say this: the reason why I didn't turn on my cart, so here's another thing to kind of keep in mind. Because I knew I was about to leave, TikTok usually wants you to be a shoppable live for about 2 hours. So just kind of keep that in mind. So if you turn on the cart, just keep that in mind. You don't want it to be too short of a live stream. You do want to turn it on. You want to talk. You want to engage, and you can show products and pin them. But you are trying to do a balance of that, okay, for at least a 2-hour live. And so this particular live, I've gone live. It'll be right at 90 minutes by the time I get off because I'm going to stay on now 3 more minutes. Now that I saw that I need 3 more minutes. Do you see videos that have violations for us? No, I don't see your video content, just for your live stream. I don't see any. That's why I said, that's why I tell people, like, if you're going to join the Creator Network, you're going to be a live host, because we don't see your shop content, we don't see your video content. It is just for your live stream. So if you got violations on your videos, we talked about that, Glam, in the beginning, where a few people mentioned posting restrictions and stuff. Violations like that, you want to turn on your audience control and your content disclosure from live highlights. You posted in your regular content, or you put in your story? Live highlights go in your stories. I never put them in my content page, on my content. When is Pure Intention battling? She's battling at noon, 12 noon, and she's in a box battle. So she's in someone else's room. So someone's co-hosting. I'm sorry, I think it is co-hosting, but someone's hosting the room. I think she does have a host, a co-host, and she has guests in her boxes. So I think this setup is a little unique, but yeah. So she is, the person's name is It's Tara. Her name is It's Tara, Tarra, if I'm not mistaken. It's Tara. Anyone doing agency power ups of battles? Oh, anybody doing power ups? Power ups. Are you doing anyone? Flourish says she would do it. She says she could be a quick battle, but you would still have to have supporters in the room to support. So as long as it's not somebody who's scheduled a battle at that time, you should be good. If you're just going to be a supporter in the room, maybe you can get help. Yolanda, get some power ups. Mine goes my content. Say that again. The room is above. What happened, Brent? I posted as content. You said mine goes as content. You put as content. Yeah, I would say stories. I post as content. We can't do that. It typically will give you a violation because of, well, what did you get a violation for? Usually it gives a violation for the censory thing where it's scrolling past and stuff, and there's like some weird violations I've seen it give. So I was always told you're supposed to post it in your stories. That's what I was told, but don't do it as content. I would love to have a battle. Anyone interested? Lisa, couple ways to do it within the agency, for today in particular, is the Friends and Learn. Go to the school platform. Friends and Learn, Coach Jessie posted there. So if you're looking to do a battle, I think she was trying to get somebody to pair up with the short stuff. So she might be a person. And then I may have an opening at our 9 o'clock slot, because I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me that they want to, they have to approve it. So I'm still waiting on somebody. So if you really want to do a battle at 9 p.m. Eastern, I can add you to the group. But you have to move quickly. So let me know if that works. But that's 9 o'clock. And I don't know if Coach Jessie had a time slot that was, I think she was saying it would have to be after 9, maybe 10 or 11, depending on when the short stuff was available. My highlight, it goes, does not give me a choice to put as a story. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I have to look at it. I have to look at it. Yeah, so I'm not sure why it does that. So it should, but I'm not sure why. I have no idea why. Yeah, it always says post. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder if you download it, then you hit post a story. But you never get a violation either. So, yeah, I'm assuming you never get a violation. I missed the battle times. No. Okay, so you should be fine then. So I wonder if you're, yeah, I wonder if you're clicking, are you clicking highlight, or are you clicking just a clip? I wonder if it's a clip, not a highlight. Interesting though. Yes, highlights. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not sure why it does that for you then. So that's fine. If you don't get a violation, keep doing it. Keep doing it. All right. And then, okay, so Yolanda, you said you're gonna try to do it with Lisa. You're gonna try to do it with Lisa. Okay, let us know if you guys do it, so we can know when and what time and people can support. Okay, we'll send you an inbox of it. Okay, okay, that's totally fine. Yeah, if it works, if it's not, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, it's fine for you. Like I said, I don't do it that way, but that's totally fine. If it's not causing a problem, it didn't specify what the violation was. Yeah, I don't know. If it's not specifying, like I said, I don't put highlights in my content. I put in my stories, but I don't do that often. And when I say I don't do it often, meaning that I haven't done it since probably April. It's been a good 6 months. I haven't done it in a long, long time. So I just kind of stopped using those clips unless I want to make my own clip from the live stream. So I usually don't use them as much as I used to. So I'll create my own clip. Like my most recent video came from the live stream, but it didn't do as well. So I'm like kind of about the live stream clips. I do like to do stories though. Oh, okay. So you do post some of the clips in your stories. Okay. All right, friends. Let me let you guys go. Let me coordinate these final battle stuff. Anybody who is looking to do it, message me and then keep me posted on what you guys decide. Yolanda, you do know you're in the 9 o'clock battle, so whatever you do, you're doing the 9 and you're doing some other time too. Do I want to go to stories? Do I want to go to stories? What do you mean? No, I want to go to stories. You want to go to stories. You want the highlights to go to stories. Um, Take a look at it and see. I'll look at it on my end. Message me. We'll talk about it Monday, and we can walk through it. Well, when we meet, we'll talk about it. Did you check your shop access, the real Miss Bev? Did you check to see if you have unlimited? Let me know if you have unlimited. What time is mine? It's 8 p.m. Central, Miss Darlene. 8 p.m. Central. Yep, 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 that's it. Okay, keep me posted. Okay, keep me posted. All right. All right, friends, I'm gonna let you guys go. I will see you guys at 4. Let me do my little homework assignment so I can get y'all all connected. All right, Miss Bev, and message me really quickly if you were interested in the 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central battle time slot. And I'm gonna see if I can get Tenzi really quickly. She hasn't messaged back, so I'm gonna see if that happens. If not, we'll figure it out. All right. All right. Take care, friends. Bye bye. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Take care. Bye bye.